AI Slop talk is a nightmare. Sora 2. Yeah, if you haven't heard of it, Sora 2 dropped. And it's basically, it's horrendous. I need to sometimes I need to actually double check. Because they're they've gotten really good at hiding the Sora 2. This is by Marc Insco. They've been really good at hiding the Sora 2 watermark. Like sometimes I'm like, not gonna lie, grannies and grandpies, you're fucking cooked. You just cooked. Old people are cooked. They cannot, like, my mom just recently saw a clip and I'm like, Mom, that's AI. That's not real. But it looks real. It just didn't get into her head that it doesn't look real. Like, it's over. It's actually over for some people.
Good afternoon, Honored One. I am Kenshiro, retainer of the Shogun. I carry a summons.
A summons for what?
To stand against the Mongol fleet. Your name is on the roll. Please sign here.
I'm 76. I ain't riding the
Lady,
no war.
resistance.
Welcome back to another episode. Now reporting live from Osama bin Laden's basement. Have you ever been scrolling through TikTok or
Is bro in Kirsch's bunker? That's crazy.
Instagram Reels or whatever short form video app gets you up and out of bed in the morning and thought to yourself, you know what the problem is with this experience? It's simply too highbrow for me. TikTok, it's far too intellectual, okay? How am I supposed to unwind and enjoy myself?
Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you make what? Why? Why do you cook a 6-7? I still don't get the meme, by the way. Hey, if somebody later down sees this video, explain to me where that 6-7 has come from. I still don't get it.
When my feed has all these humans who are losers, you know, trying to tell me things about their emotions and doing like 5-minute.
If I click her profile, there's gonna be a link, and you know where that link's going to.
Think pieces on Lila Gibney or whatever her name is, and you know, and trying to hawk me skincare products.
Everybody knows that sunscreen is the most important step of your skincare routine.
All right, let's talk about sunscreen and why it's the leading cause of death. So
you don't want that.
Yeah, TikTok is a special place, chat. It really is. It really is a special place. It has special place qualities. It's like a public mental asylum.
You want this AI generated ASMR video of someone slicing a bar of gold like it's a stick of butter. So satisfying.
This is kind of satisfying. I'm sorry, this is brain running me already. It is kind of satisfying. And there is something better, though. There is an AI Yeti that does Yeti ASMR. That one's much better. That one's much more peak.
You can literally feel your brain cells atrophying as you watch. And look, maybe there are some negative Nancy hippies out there who are saying, well, hey, man, you know, I don't know, man, this seems like it's going down a pretty dark road. All this AI generated content sounds like, you know, it could end in a bad place or some bullshit like that. But then maybe on the other hand, you're someone who's been saying, frankly, there's not enough AI slop on my feed. Maybe you've been saying, I'm looking for an app that's just like TikTok, but instead of 20% AI slop.
See, the interesting stuff is, right, this is not going away unless there's legislation for it, and there will be at one point. But yeah, this is not going away, and there will be plenty of more AI slop on the internet. This is not stoppable. This is unstoppable. Nobody will stop the slop. It's just gonna continue. It's gonna get worse. I mean, give it now another half a year, right? Give it another 6 months, and I'm gonna look at it and I'm like gonna be visibly confused because I can no longer differentiate, and I'm questioning: is this AI or is this not?
I want it to be 100% AI slop.
And I have been tricked before. There was a video of an AI generated video of like a trampoline and a bunch of like a rabbit jumping on it. That was AI. I was not able to tell that this was AI.
Because in your heart of hearts, you don't want authenticity, art, or anything of the sort. You want AI-generated Juice WRLD rapping next to Jesus.
Go ahead, son. Say what's on your heart.
Yeah, look, the sky's wide open. I'm feeling the breeze. Thought I was drowning. You parted the seas. I was just fighting my shadow and greed.
Oh, great. And this is what we're going to talk about today. But before we do, I'm going to help you find the doctor that's right for your needs. Because today's video is brought to you by ZocDoc. Imagine this, you're laying in bed on page 22 of the search results trying to figure out this weird symptom that's been freaking you out for the past week. And after an hour of doom scrolling,
You can Google it, and then it's just gonna tell you, brain cancer. You're gonna die in 5 minutes. yeah, don't Google your symptoms. Thank you.
you realize that you actually have more questions now about your health than you did when you started, and now you're just scared. And by you, I mean me. Because this happened to me. I was scared. Well, instead of psyching yourself out with probably AI-generated health articles, why don't you see an actual medical professional instead? And ZocDoc, the sponsor of today's video, is here to help. ZocDoc is a free website where you can search and compare high-quality and network doctors.
Suck your doc. Anyways.
Choose the right one for your needs, and click to instantly book an appointment. From mental health to dentistry, eye care, skincare, and everything in between. ZocDoc makes it easy to book in-network appointments with more than 100,000 healthcare providers. With ZocDoc, you can filter for doctors by insurance, location, and specialties, and see reviews by verified patients, so you can choose the best, most convenient care for you. When you've found the doctor that you need, you can see their actual appointment openings, choose a time that's right for you, and instantly book a visit in a few clicks. Plus, ZocDoc helps you get appointments fast, typically within just 24 to 72 hours of booking, and you can even score same-day appointments. No need to call doctor's offices and wait on hold either. ZocDoc lets you do everything online. So instead of doom scrolling at midnight, you can book an actual doctor's appointment instead. Go to ZocDoc.com/marcinsco or use my link below to book a top-rated doctor today. Thank you so much to ZocDoc for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back to it. So in case you're not...
It's just like crazy. Sora, more like from Kingdom Hearts? Nah, unfortunately not, man. Interesting chapter name. I actually saw a video of parrots literally roasting officers, and it didn't register to me until hours later that it was AI. Whenever we watched it and saw this Sora doing the thinking animation. Yeah, it's like, sometimes I'm like, I need to double check. Because I'm, wait a minute, is this AI? And there's like these videos out there, right, of like Logan Paul putting makeup on himself and coming out as gay, and like it's just crazy. It's just crazy. And Stephen Hawking doing like stunts on his wheelchair, like going down a half pipe and stuff. It's crazy. It's just crazy.
OpenAI, which is the people who created ChatGPT, have released Sora 2, which is their new generative AI video engine, along with a TikTok-style short-form video app also called Sora, which is popping off in certain circles at the moment. And the app is currently doing this like Ponzi referral code scheme that a lot of new social media networks do, where you have to know someone who's already in the app in order to give you a referral code in order to get in. So basically, I had to spend 30 minutes on Reddit to actually get into this thing, and my god, do I regret it. I wasn't kidding about the pitch. You literally just scroll through a never-ending sludge of page after page of...
It's just AI TikTok! No! It is actually just AI TikTok! What the fuck? No! We're cooked. We're robo-cooked.
AI-generated garbage. Just staring into a deep void of vaguely human, yet distinctly soulless creative gray matter. Or even better, you input your own prompt to create a short-form video that's the spiritual equivalent of the synthetic Krabby Patty.
Where's the love?
But alas, if the existence of Arby's teaches us anything, it's that some...
What the fuck is that? That's not a burger. What the fuck is that? What is that? That's horrible.
People just straight up prefer the synthetic sandwich. And there are two main features, I guess you could say, with Sora that are attracting people to the app, both of which are powered in equal parts by human hubris and environmentally disastrous data centers. The first of these is Cameo. Essentially, the first time you log into the app, you'll be prompted to give Sora a scan of your face and give some audio cues so it gets a scan of your voice. That way, you can add yourself into these AI generated videos. And not only that, but you can also give other people the ability to use your likeness in their AI generated videos, hence Cameo. And yes, I could have scanned my face into this.
The fuck? No, why would I? No, why would I give them my face? It's crazy how realistic it looks. Some of them are pretty obvious that it's AI, but some are kind of convincing. Yeah, like the one with like the rabbit, like it was like a night cam, right? So everything was black and white, like the rabbit jumping onto like the trampoline and like hopping on there. Like this would have caught, like this caught me completely. I failed completely to recognize that
thing to give you all a demonstration of how it works. But if you think I'm training OpenAI's model while also giving them a forever scan of my face, you've got me f***ed up. I'm not ending up in Sam Altman's personal spank bank. Thank you very much. And Sam Altman is the billionaire co-founder and CEO of OpenAI, and he's also a freak.
I haven't had a good night of sleep since ChatGPT launched.
What do you worry about?
All the things we're talking about.
Can you be a lot more specific? Can you let us in
to
your thoughts?
But that's besides the point. I don't have to scan my personal face into...
Bro, they're the Tony. Anyways. Yeah. This is scary. Not gonna lie. I'd really give it, like, I'm gonna give it 5 to 10 years. And then the vast majority of us will be unemployed. I'm gonna show up a lot. There will be huge waves of unemployment.
Cameo to show you how this thing works, because so many other people have already done it. Most famously, Jake Paul, the former YouTuber, current boxer, and forever moron, scanned his face into Sora, only to become the subject of a trend where seemingly every video, including Jake Paul, has to do with his sexuality.
I have an announcement in 3, 2, 1. I'm gay. I hope every here supports me. Here's my makeup set. Look at this. Oh my gosh, guys, it looks amazing.
Needless to say, the vast majority of Sora
It looks somewhat... I know it looks convincing. That's the funny part. If you didn't know who Logan Paul was, or Jake Paul, I think it was Jake Paul, not Logan Paul. Logan is the other one. If you didn't know who Jake Paul is, and the Sora AI thing wasn't there, it would be hella believable. It would be hella believable. And like, this genuinely is crazy.
Users are either juvenile man-children or actual children, because this is more or less what most of the content on there is right now. Just like Jake Paul being forced to...
Okay, never mind. This is peak. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Yo, weren't there some with Hassan Piker as well, where he shocked the dog? This is peak.
Repeatedly come out as gay in different forms of pink dresses or mini skirts, or like a puppy in a sombrero being arrested by ICE. Who would have guessed?
That's also peak.
That the early adopters of AI TikTok would be so f***ed in the head. And here's the first problem with Sora, and trust me, there are many. But with Sora, or just AI generated video in general, Jake Paul...
It also does really well with anime, which is also scary. There's like some stuff that technically studios could be doing that would look convincing.
Consented to have his likeness used in these ways. But anyone who tells you in this space that OpenAI cares about consent is full of shit. Because trust me, even if you don't directly scan your face into Sora, the model is still trained on basically any and all media available to it on the internet. So especially if you're like a public figure, if people know how to phrase the prompt right, you're gonna end up in Sora or on any of these other models. Like for instance, I don't think Queen Elizabeth was around to scan her face into Sora, and yet here she is on my feed buying cheese balls at Costco.
Now, they said one simply must try the cheese puffs, and I do see why.
You can tell it's AI. You know what? Want to know why? Look at those ginormous hands, bro. She looks like she's about to touch me through the screen. Look at these hands. Where on earth can I go to hot AI, high places, prices, corruption, people? Anyone? I take the AI, Jake Paul being in the dress seriously. I can't take the AI, Jake Paul being in the dress seriously. That one not. Though if you didn't know Jake Paul, you could take it seriously. That's the funny part. Oh, and I won't survive Antarctica. It is just like, look at her hands, bro. You can tell it's AI. I'm getting my passport soon. Yeah, bro, we need to escape. Back to fucking leave, go to Mars. Hi, dear, how you doing? Hope you're doing good. Father, I'm coming to Germany. Oh, no! Well, welcome to Germany. Pay your taxes, homie, by the way. See, the crazy thing is, the genuinely crazy thing is that somebody can take your... There will be a point where somebody can take your face and how you look and just straight up make corn out of you. I'm surprised that there is no Sora model right now that can just straight up make... that is like straight up ripped and can make corn. And that's gonna be the crazy part. Once they can turn you into adult films, we're so over. Like, they could just like make corn of you banging Queen here.
They're delightfully orange, aren't they? Quite jaunty.
Looks good, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm sure the Crown appreciates that. And it's not just dead public figures, it could be anyone. Sam Altman, all these AI guys are mistruthing or just
Donald Trump.
Straight up lying about the degree to which your likeness is protected in these AI models. But nobody cares anymore. Back in my day, we used to call these deep fakes. Okay, now they're just called cameos. They've been rebranded. Which, side note, but there already is a platform called Cameo, and I think they need to sue for copyright infringement. Because frankly, I'd much rather be on the platform where I can pay $100 to Gypsy Rose Blanchard to tell my cousin happy birthday.
So your brother Danny told me that your birthday is coming up on October 1st. That also happens to be my boyfriend Ken's birthday as well.
But yeah, obviously within like 5 minutes, deepfake protection firms have been able to prove that you can just straight up lie to Sora and get it to scan in famous people's faces, no problem. Or even better again, just phrase the prompt right, and you can get Sora to create that model without even having to scan anything.
I gave Sora the...
Oh boy, I mean, I can pretty easily tell it's not you, but...
LTT logo and a simple prompt. The host of this narrating about Sora.
Oh, what's the audio?
Suspiciously got Linus Sebastian's voice and likeness, just with blue eyes. Here we go. Ready, Dan?
Blowing minds lately, but there's a lot more going on under the hood. It's not just stitching together frames. You probably know Sora as the tech.
Yeah, so it's pretty extensively trained on you.
Yep.
Nice. That's cool. I'm happy they compensated you for that.
Me too.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't hold your breath because you are not getting compensated for that. But I mean, this is the safeguards that OpenAI has to protect you from being turned into a digital puppet that any 15-year-old incel can dance around. I'm not even talking about identity theft or like social engineering possibilities with this technology. What about just like straight up harassment and bullying? Does that make me a Luddite? I don't think so, especially when there appears to be no real application for this technology whatsoever. Like, here's another entirely predictable yet equally disturbing outcome of Sora. Please just stop sending me AI videos of Dad, Zelda Williams, daughter of the late Hollywood comedy icon Robin Williams.
That's like really cruel, right? That's like really, really cruel. Making AI videos of somebody who is deceased and sending it to their family. That is incredibly cruel. Also, why is the human centipede mentioned here? Oh no, I'm sure AI corn will fly over like a balloon. Especially when it takes a child's face, since AI doesn't care about consent. That has already been happening. So if you haven't received the update, people are creating AI videos of little girls. How do I phrase this? Of little girls playing with long things that shoot out white stuff. That is already happening. That is already happening. That is, in fact, already happening. No joke. This does already exist. I haven't seen it myself, but I have received reports online that this is already happening. So yeah, there will be. And the problem is that, again, there is no legislation to stop this. There is none. There is no law to stop this, because it doesn't even fall under the law of that, right?
Wrote in a recent Instagram stories post, "Stop believing I want to see it or that I'll understand. I don't and I won't. AI is just badly recycling and regurgitating the past to be reconsumed. You are taking in the human centipede of content, and from the very, very end of the line, all while the folks at the front laugh and laugh, consume and consume. Sending someone an AI-generated version of their dead father. Just a total...
That's crazy. That's crazy. It's gonna be interesting once you get harassed with corn by yourself. That's gonna be crazy. But I can imagine now the near future with AI schemes and digital IDs. That's gonna be... See, eventually AI will be able to create IDs that you will not be able to differentiate from fake IDs. That will also eventually happen, at least online. Again, it's a huge problem. AI sex bot already exists. Already exists. All like the AI stuff, right? All the AI chatbots, right? Already like that, right? Character AI, apparently, as far as I'm concerned, lowered or removed the filters in parts so that you can now sext AI. Forget fake IDs, what we already have, of course. FDS.
Totally normal thing to do. Frankly, so far it appears the only way to get OpenAI to take action on their content is to just be an extremely litigious corporation. Because nothing gets feet moving like the threat of a lawsuit. In the first couple days of the app, it was just wall-to-wall copyrighted content, which...
That's funny. But also I've seen Mario racing. That's also funny. They will be able to fill wrong info about you, and you're very easy target while having digital ID. I mean, yeah. I mean, you can create so much fake shit, right? With you as a human, right? You can create so much fake shit, and they don't have it on their radar at all. They won't be creating any laws to protect the people. Like, there will be, like, famous female celebrities. There will be insane amounts of essentially deep fakes that you won't be able to stop. And that's the crazy part. There will be an insane amount. Women in this world are not safe anymore when nobody's careful. Like, you could literally take a photo of you and your spouse, put it online. Some degenerate freak will see that and just straight up create corn, like actual full-on corn. That you won't be able to differentiate with just your eyes. What are you doing against that? Nothing. How do you make it so? How do you make it so that you will be able to differentiate that? That's the problem.
Quickly got nixed because, you know, Nintendo famously doesn't like watching Mario Kart body cam footage edition.
Keep your hands on the...
Yeah, that one is... I'm not gonna lie, that one's funny. That one's funny. Like Mario getting a speeding ticket.
Wheel! You almost wiped out 3 cars back there. Put it in park now.
I'm sorry, officer. I just...
Don't move. Latch is locked. Open it right now. Stop the car. He's still southbound, weaving through traffic, 88 miles an hour.
Out of the way! Mamma mia!
Are live over Interstate 75 where that red go-kart driven by the man known as Super Mario is still running from troopers.
Just how I remember playing it on the Wii. Or even better, who could forget the SpongeBob episode where they famously opened a crystal meth lab?
Yo, Sponge, this stuff...
Okay, never mind. Maybe this stuff isn't so bad.
Looks extra crystally, like restaurant quality.
We don't call it stuff, Patrick. It's blue barnacle. Purest you'll find under the sea.
Yeah, but who's gonna...
Well, I guess on the plus side, we've still got a couple years before Sora overtakes Nickelodeon. But I digress. The other big feature with Sora is Remix. Basically, any video that comes up in your feed, you can hit the Remix button and make a slightly different version of the same video. And so instead of scrolling up or down to get to your next video, you scroll left to right in order to see remixes of that same video. For example, I've already showed you Queen Elizabeth purchasing cheese balls, but what if it was...
Look at her hands. These are ginormous Hitler Sora AI. Peak. Look at these ginormous hands, bro. Someone cooked here.
Queen Elizabeth purchasing Zins.
They said 99 ranch stocks everything, and indeed Zins of all things. The scent of cool mint is rather exhilarating. Oh, brisk and tingly, like a winter walk by the Thames. Quite the...
Incredible, and frankly, this is probably the only mildly entertaining thing about Sora, which is just seeing the game of telephone users are doing where they're constantly remixing the same video. Like, how about a video of Santa taking a selfie video with a bunch of elves flying off a sleigh, which about 30 generations later is Muppet Stephen Hawking and Amelia Earhart flying through a wormhole. Look, I said mildly entertaining, okay? Not entertaining. It's slop, guys. I mean, it's slop. Pure and simple, and MLK, of course, also another frequent target on the platform.
Yeah, Kennedy is also one. To be honest, I think AI start to start free to use like the internet was within a few years, will restrict it use. That's what I'm seeing, right? I'm seeing the fact that eventually they're going to make you pay for it, right? It will be free for now. There will be a, what's the word? There will be a threshold where you can't make more, or you can't make more complex stuff, and you have to, I mean, it's already like money gated, right? It's like already money gated.
GTA 6, more like GTA 6-7.
Just nobody asked for this. Nobody wanted this. As far as the quality goes, it is truly just AI slop. All the videos have like that weird shimmer effect that they seem to still be working out the kinks of, all these AI video models. And honestly, I appreciate it, because when you do have like security cam or body cam footage, Sora videos, those are the ones that are like actually hard to tell if they're real or not. Because obviously it's easier to make a fake version of footage that was low quality to begin with, where those soft edges just blend in, and you know, you can send this video to your grandma who's not going to be able to tell. So with most things in modern life, it just ends up being equal parts scary and stupid, because these models will continue to improve. But none of that changes the fact that if you are genuinely like sitting on a train right now on your commute to work and you're reaching for Sora instead of TikTok, you might actually be a psychopath.
Whenever I see AI generated content, I usually just press not interested. And my feed is doing well. Like, my feed is doing well. My YouTube Shorts feed is doing well. My TikTok feed is doing well. They're doing well. Like, I barely see any AI generated content, and that is good. Sometimes I do fall for it. It will be like CapCut free for the starters and then make it paid. Yep, there will be like, eventually will be like a max where you can't make more, and then, or more complicated stuff. It's just gonna be like a huge difference between like the paid model and the non-paid model, and it's like, that's what we're gonna get, probably. That's my assumption.
If you are reaching for the lowest of low-hanging fruit of content, which again, TikTok on its own, or short-form video, was already the lowest of low-hanging fruit. So now you're reaching it to hell, okay, to find something to burn 20 minutes with. And before we even get into any like intellectual or philosophical questions about Sora and AI video, there's just immediate problems here. For one, this Sora content is already leaking into TikTok and Instagram Reels and other apps. I'm already seeing that Sora watermark.
Oh nah, not the AI Michael Jackson. Hi Deemer, how you doing? Hope you're doing good, hello. I can already see it. There's so much AI Michael Jackson, there's so much AI Hitler, it's crazy. It is crazy.
On those other apps. And case in point, you can crop that out in like 5 seconds. So the identification and slopification of already pretty social media apps is only going to continue and accelerate from here, now that literally anyone can prompt an AI generated video on their phone. And the second problem is that people are actually going to adopt this technology. And that means either TikTok itself is going to add an
That is so cursed. That is so cursed, bro. The dog... Scooby is so cursed. Scooby is so cursed, bro. What is this? Why is Shaggy just smiling? Stop. It's honestly insane how far AI has gotten. Yeah, a few... Like a couple of years ago when this all started, we had like AI, what's the word? We had like AI Will Smith like badly eating spaghetti, and then it's like, I need to double check if something's AI or not. What is happening? Michael Jackson isn't even alive anymore, he's dead, and we received this slop 16 years later. Bro is about to wake up if he sees this.
The ability to generate AI footage in the app, or if people are just taking AI footage from Sora and putting it on TikTok. Either way, this thing goes to a dark place really fast. You're telling me now essentially with one click that you can create a video of probably any celebrity or any influencer doing anything you want, and you think that's not going to get abused fast? We are already having issues with AI psychosis and AI girlfriends and all these other really disturbing things.
Oh god, the AI girlfriends
going on. But now you can have that AI wear the face of someone you know, or of someone who's in the public sphere. We are fucking cooked. I'll just say it, okay? We're fucking cooked. The stories that are gonna result from this are gonna range from the sick to the tragic. I can guarantee it. And to all the people who are gonna say, you know, well, it's just a tool.
Just imagine you're like playing your phone on your way home from work, And then somebody sends you a AI-generated video of your mom getting back shots by LeBron or something. That's crazy, bro. I just had the idea. You just randomly received. Nah, wait a minute. You just randomly receive from like a bully or something an AI-generated video of them banging your mom, and he's gonna send it to you with like, I fucked your mom. Goodness. Oh no. I just had the idea. Oh no. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. OnlyFans model is obsolete.
AI is just a tool. Yeah, and nuclear fission was just a science project until we decided to get a little creative with it. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention the obscene energy usage that results from generative video, which even if you don't care about this burning husk of a planet, still costs you money. Sora 2 eats energy like I eat Twix bars. Every minute of generated footage burns through enough electricity to power a small apartment. 2 minutes of footage is the equivalent energy usage of the average American home. The water usage, also astronomical. These data centers might as well be boiling your local aquifer or lake. All for the privilege of getting to see Mark Cuban hit a dab through a Ring camera.
I'm geeked.
I'm geeked. See, the problem with that argument is that if you want to start with AI, you need to do it with other start with other stuff as well. Apparently, like a meat patty, just a single meat patty needs more wire than dozens upon dozens upon dozens, for example, of AI-generated pictures, which is really interesting. Like, AI-generated pictures at least cannot be used for an argument. Videos seem a bit more expensive, so I could see it, that being more so used for an argument against it.
I'm geeked. I'm geeked.
And that energy growth is not linear, it is exponential. As in, if the length of your AI-generated video doubles, your energy usage doesn't double, it quadruples, as Sora or whatever model you're using has to use way more energy in order to create that longer.
For now. But with more development and more time for this to grow, it gets more efficient. So for now, that is the case. Watch until you can create like 30-minute videos with like barely any energy used.
Video in a coherent way. And again, that's not free. It may be free to use Sora for now at the point of use on your phone, but in case you haven't already noticed, you will be noticing very soon that your power bill is f***ing skyrocketing. The price of wholesale electricity is up 267% in areas close to AI data centers. And pretty soon, every area is going to be an area close to an AI data center. OpenAI alone has plans to open up 10 new data centers, each one of which uses up the same energy as the state of New Hampshire. Google, Meta, Amazon, also building out their data center infrastructure. And me and you are gonna foot the bill. So I want that to be clear here, because even if you personally are like, dude, I'm not gonna use Sora or any of this bullshit, you're still on the hook for it. You're still paying for it. So your neighbor can generate 800 videos of God knows what. The actual economic costs in terms of increased power costs are going to touch everybody.
Yep. Though they're not the main driver for electricity, bad electricity, that is still the government. For like high electricity bills, when AI will be used by people so that way they can commit crimes. I mean, sure, that's an option, definitely. I mean, technically, creating a deepfake of somebody is already technically a crime in some countries.
And not equally right now, but it is going to touch everyone. Sam Altman is coming to touch you, is what I'm trying to say. And he's gonna get what he wants because he's a billionaire who, inadvertently or not, you are helping make a gazillionaire. And if you do care about things like basic humanity or social justice, then of course you would be unsurprised to learn that a lot of these data centers are being built near low-income, black and brown neighborhoods where they can pollute communities without any accountability whatsoever. Infamously, in South Memphis, the community there is dealing with Elon Musk's xAI spewing 2,000 tons of nitrous oxide into the air with their data center in an area that already has cancer rates 4 times the national average thanks to industrial pollution. And again, I understand that every industry has problems, okay? The agricultural industry, f***ing horrific, don't get me wrong. But at a bare minimum, it's like, listen, people need to eat, people need food. Okay, people do not need Sora. Did I really need iJustine to share?
No, we did not. No, we did not. See, the problem is that what we really need is AI in parts where it makes life easier. Now, I don't think that AI should be used in human creativity. Not in music, art, video, whatever it is. It should not be used in human creativity, in my opinion. It could be used to assist. It could be used to assist, maybe, in certain parts that don't involve creation. For example, editing. I guess that could be fine, but it should not be used to create music or videos or pictures or whatever or art. But it's too late. I'm gonna black pill and say it's too late.
Share with me this video of Bob Ross painting with Diplo in the club.
We've got the shape of your face blocked in. Now I'm gonna bring in
Bob Ross. Lazy people use AI for a couple of reasons. Like I said, it can be a useful tool, right? You need something quickly calculated? Good. Use it. Fine. You need to, something needs to be automatically ordered, which technically we already have, but hey, you know what? Fine. Go ahead. For customer service, right? Like, it's like an intermission between customer service. Sure, fine, go ahead. What other things could it be used for? I'm thinking. Like I said, you want to edit something? Maybe you can find the, like, analyze what clip would make a good clip, you know? Who cares?
and some happy little lights from the dance floor.
I'm down for that. It's wild you're painting in the middle of a club.
You bring the music, I bring the highlights. Works out just
Thank you, iJustine. I really appreciate
But Bob Ross, that doesn't look like Bob Ross, though.
It. Listen, at the end of the day, if you scroll Slop Talk for fun, I don't trust you. We've reached this point on the internet where creativity has just become optional. The internet used to be messy. People made weird sketches, dumb vlogs, and to a certain extent, things are more optimized, algorithmic, sanitized nowadays. And you know what? Maybe Sora is the next logical step. Just content that's made by nobody, for everybody, that means nothing. And content that comes with extreme ethical and environmental costs. If anybody even cares about such things anymore. And I'm not saying I'm a content or creative maestro, okay? I sit behind a desk and complain for 15 to 20 minutes. But you know what? There are constraints here. Like I can't go above this, or I can't go further than here. But this way I can go as far as I want. And creativity comes from constraints. From sitting in a cramped apartment or my mother's basement and spewing bad ideas in front.
Still believe you're in Kirsch's bunker. Last year, I believe there was an artist in Colorado who won an art competition he never participated in. There are also people who use his name as well. Crazy. It's just, I don't know, man. Why are we doing this? Where's this going? Where are we heading? What's the goal? Just another way of eradicating culture. Because eventually, there's a singularity, I think, that we're gonna hit. Where nobody creates anything new anymore because it's just gonna be fed into AI anyways, and everything looks the same. There's not gonna be new creative endeavors. Basically, a creative singularity
Of a somewhat decent camera. Now, the creative constraint is how much water is available to your nearest OpenAI data center. I mean, what the f is this, man? You're now prompting videos instead of making them. And while we are constantly told day after day, in and out, about how AI is going to revolutionize the world and change things for the better and make everybody's lives so much better, but yet the actual applications that are reaching people's hands are like chatbot that gives you the answers to your pre-calc homework, chatbot that tries to convince you it's in love with you, and
accurate. I believe AI can be helpful in jobs that would be dangerous for humans, but that would be a more advanced AI. Definitely. I mean, they're already building houses with robots, right? robotics has advanced so much that they can, in fact, already build houses with robots. Like, we're already at that point. And that will eventually also incorporate AI, obviously. Earlier this year, a couple of brain robots from Still Brain Rot were removed due to copyright, held by the person who began Tung Tung Sahur. And it was an AI-generated brain rot. Yeah, I know the one. Like, the long wooden thing.
TikTok, except somehow even more fucking bleak. Good news, everyone. AI is improving the internet by replacing all the people with beige goo. I am sure that people are going to use AI to come up with really impressive things that is going to help the human race. Sure, but the people who are going to make those innovations, I severely doubt are the same people who are coming up with Slop Talk. And if it's not the Slop Talk team that's going to make AI that cures cancer, then why the f does the Slop Talk team get to have the President of the United States next to them as they decide how to turn America into one big data farm?
Let's go, peak! It's called 3D printing, I've seen it. Yeah, that as well. But they're also gonna be like robots who will be bricklaying or painting and stuff. That will also be eventually the case.
Oh, that's right, because corruption in the government is like CO2 emissions to OpenAI. One can't exist without the other. So yeah, this does make me sick. I want to go back to when Sora was just someone I played as in order to hang out with Donald and Goofy, alright? But whatever, man. Maybe I'm just like a boomer who's mad that I can't open up Facebook anymore just to get to Facebook Marketplace. Trust me, I'm not scrolling Facebook. But I can't even open up Facebook anymore without getting like a video of the World Trade Center burning. Maybe I'm just chopped and unk. But you know what? I'll leave you with this. When you're scrolling Sora from time to time, it will ask you how Sora has affected your mood, positively or negatively. And if you give a thumbs down, it just prompts you to generate a new video in order to improve your mood, I suppose. Otherwise, you can just keep scrolling and scrolling until you see a beautiful piece of artwork like this.
Look, here it comes.
Oh my...
What the fuck? This looks like there's a YouTuber out there who does this as well, right? Just like claps a lot of food and like expired food and shit and like makes like a mess. Same energy.
After this, we just pop it in the oven at 350 for 30 minutes.
Are you sure about this, babe?
No.
Well, Sora, I would describe my mood as somewhere between vexed and profoundly aggrieved.
Lawyer standards, subscribe to Marc Insco. And me! Subscribe to me too. Yeah, we're in fact, we might be in fact cooked so that my model just straight up completely got eradicated. See, that's what happens if you don't have the lights on. Then your model just goes completely fucked up. But if I go out, I should be fine again, right? I don't. Anyways, like, comment, and subscribe.